Well, guys, this is going to be my spoiler-free review of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's fine. This is going to be completely spoiler-free. So don't worry. I got your back. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay updated on all future content here on the channel. So last night I went to go see Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and I'm not going to lie, I went in with very low expectations. Why? Because I did not like the first movie. To me, it just didn't feel what Eddie Brock and Venom represented, and I just didn't enjoy the first movie. But going into this movie, I knew what to expect. I knew we were going to get some more of that goofy Venom, Eddie banter and all that crazy comedy and stuff that I didn't necessarily like from the first movie, but I knew we were going to be getting that in this one. So I was able to kind of put my expectations in check because I knew what we were going to get. What I was looking forward to was Woody Harrelson's portrayal of the character of Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. Did he do a good job? For the most part, yes. For the most part, Woody Harrelson did what he was supposed to do. The problem lies in the character of Cletus Cassidy and Carnage, because they really kind of changed some of the backstory of Cletus Cassidy. In the comic books, Cletus Cassidy is this relentless, psychotic serial killer. He kills people with no thought, no mercy, doesn't have any real reason for why he does what he does, and he just kills. He's an absolute lunatic serial killer. Where in this movie, they kind of give him motives on why he does what he does, and they kind of make him like this lovesick, psychotic Romeo idiot, and I don't really like that. Overall, Woody Harrelson really played Cletus Cassidy pretty well, just don't really like what they did with his character and the fact that he was so lovesick over Shriek. When Carnage was on screen, Carnage was fantastic. Carnage, I think, was, you can get out of this movie, say, okay, well, they really didn't do Cletus right, they didn't do Shriek right, they didn't do Venom right. Carnage, they pretty much did right. Carnage was badass. That prison scene was phenomenal. Like, the fight at the end was okay, but the prison scene, anything with Carnage in it, once Carnage became Carnage, like, that was some great stuff. Like, I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see more of Carnage doing Carnage shit. Unfortunately, we don't really get to that, and that kind of leads into another thing I want to talk about, and that's the runtime. I know a lot of people are like, oh, 90 minutes is too short. That was the perfect length for this movie. If this movie was any longer than that, I would have been like, oh my God, like, it's time to go. Like, it's time to go. But no, 90 minutes was a perfect runtime for this movie. In fact, I would tell you they still had stuff that they could have cut out of this movie that still would have made a movie a much leaner movie. The one thing that everybody's going to be talking about when they leave this movie is the mid-credit scene. Everybody's going to be talking about that mid-credit scene. I'm not going to be talking about it here because this is a spoiler-free review, but the one thing I will say, if you're going to go see this movie, the mid-credit, the end-credit scene, that's going to be the thing that's going to, like, pop the cherry, have everybody talking after the movie. My audience has absolutely, they just lost their damn mind in the theater. It was an insane mid-credit scene, one of the best mid-credit scenes I've seen in a very long time, but overall, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, what did I think about it? Overall, I enjoyed it much more than the first movie. I will watch this movie again. This is a movie I would watch again, absolutely, because I am a fan of Cletus Cassidy, Carnage, and I did like what Woody Harrelson did, even though they really kind of messed up some of the lore with Cletus Cassidy. I really enjoyed the performances. I thought Carnage was when Carnage was on, he was what Carnage did. He wrecked havoc, he wrecked Carnage, and like the movie being 90 minutes long, you're able to go watch it again and again and not have to feel like it's a chore to sit through, because a lot of these comic book movies now are hitting 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and if they're not good, it just feels like a struggle to get through. At least this movie is relatively short. So overall, my review of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, if you like the first movie, you're gonna love this movie. If you're not a fan of the first movie, you're probably not gonna like this movie, but it's much shorter, and there's a little bit more to actually like. So overall, I'm gonna give Venom, Let There Be Carnage a 7 out of 10. That's mostly because of the mid-credits scene and some of the stuff with Carnage, but overall, I'm giving it slightly better than average, although this is nothing to write home about. So anyway, guys, that's my thought on Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that is my opinion. Later, guys.